What is help? What does helping mean? Why do we help? Are we supposed to? Or do we help because we're good people? Helping hands are all around us. In this DMP, I'm going to be discussing help. Different kinds of help, how it's usually approached, and just the term overall, because I think it's a pretty loose term and it's definitely overlooked in our society today. There is some help that we are inclined to give. Maybe because we have previous obligations like teaching, maybe it's to help a family member, or anything really. I like to call this kind of help justified help. We have seen justified help in some of the stories told already. Help that the youngest son in the water of life gives to his father is a good example of justified help. He helps his father because it's his father, and he wants to help his father because they have that relationship. Another, I think a better example, is the story of Gawain helping Arthur. Gawain is expected to help because he is a knight. It is a knight's duty to serve his king. He is expected to help his king. But there's also a different kind of help. Sometimes we deal with instantaneous help. Help that is needed at a moment's notice. Help that you are not inclined to give, but you might give because you're a good person. A local example of instantaneous help would be calling the police if you see someone getting mugged. That is an extreme example, but something as simple as carrying a bag for a tired athlete is instantaneous help. You're not expected to help them, but you just do, because you see that they're in need. Some applications of instantaneous help that we've seen in class are when the strangers from the Kanu story elect to go to Kanu above in order to get the daughter of the village back. Another application from my favorite story would be Tig helping the strangers at the funeral. Neither Tig nor the strangers from Kanu were inclined to help, they just sort of did. Now they may have been encouraged to make a decision. The strangers may have felt some pressure from a village of expecting eyes. Tig was kind of rushed into helping before he could even get a word in edgewise. Did they really want to help? Personally, I don't think so. But they were encouraged, and it's the right thing to do, and any good person would help. Has society really made all help into justified help? Are you really required to help even when you don't want to? This is what I ultimately want to discuss. Is your sole function on this planet really to help? Is that your destiny? And if that, does help ever go too far? We have seen help that can go too far in stories like when Tig is forced into a casket. But does help ever go too far in real life? Have you ever been the victim of someone who wants to help so much that they end up just smothering you? That would be my brother. He has blonde hair and he's older, so he automatically thinks he knows everything. He's the cautious one, always telling me I shouldn't do something or that it's not safe. But you kinda need people like that in your life. You always need the voice of common sense. It was the voice of common sense that kept many of our beloved characters alive, like the sister in the Arabian Nights and the youngest brother in the Water of Life story. The people, or beings, or characters, whether archetypal, universal, or local, that grant us common sense like the horse in the Horse of Power story, they are the ones that are destined to help, and without them, life would be very short and wasted. It doesn't matter to them whether society expects them to help or not. They help because it's the right thing to do.